I wanted to revisit something that I had done for 4 years, and it's really, really impacted lives. And this is a Masterplan class. I don't know if you've been around long enough to hear me talk about the Masterplan class. It's a phenomenal program to really discovering who you are, developing your plan for your life, knowing how to show up, displaying your presence in person and online, and then delivering excellence each time you show up. So I wanted us to go through this journey together. It is based on this book that I wrote. Oh my word, when did I write this book? 2018, 2019, Start Now with Purpose and a Master Plan. So I wanted to get a taster of that. And then, let you know how you can get the book, let you know how you can join the Masterplan class if it sounds like it's something that will be worth your while. So today's session is the introductory session. Of course, then we'll have more and more thereafter. Every single person came here because there is a specific problem that they are to fulfill, that they are to solve. And so if every single person came here as the solution to their generation, as a solution to their marketplace, it could be, as a solution to their society, as a solution to the economy, different people are called to different areas. Then the first question isn't what's my vision? The first question is what's my purpose? Like, you put me here to solve a problem. You put me here as a specific solution. I always just love thinking of it in that terms. God, you put me on the earth. I came to the earth as a specific solution to a specific problem. Why did you put me here? I want to know that reason why you brought me here. Short of that, we will start following what we studied. Then you're going to just end up doing what you studied simply because I studied it. I might as well just follow a career in it. I studied it. I might as well do a business in it. I studied law. I became an advocate of the High Court of Tanzania, literally did the bar exam. I'm not practicing as a lawyer. I still consult in legal areas, but I'm not practicing as a lawyer. So if I am not following what I studied, I'm not doing business in what I studied, which I'm not. I don't have a law firm at the moment, right? Then what am I doing? Some people, maybe it's not what they studied. Some people, it's what people say sells in the market. I know you guys have seen those lists of these are the top paying professions, right? And software developers and software engineers are always out there, right? These are the top paying professions. But you don't follow the profession. You follow purpose. Because you could follow a profession. We hear of a lot of successful people committing suicide. A lot of successful people quitting their jobs, a lot of successful people dying on the job, high blood pressure and stress and all of that. They're doing things that don't necessarily align with what they're called to do. So I wonder what it's like for you, whether you have a business or whether you're employed somewhere or whether you're in ministry. Do you feel like there's something missing? Do you feel as if I am dragging, and I know I use this expression a lot, I am dragging myself through my life, that I don't want to be here. I don't want to do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Do you ever feel that way? Do you ever feel as if, listen, I do this because I studied it. I do this because I started my career in it, and so that's the thing that I'm doing. I continue doing it. But the thing that I'm most passionate about, I do that as a side gig. That's a side thing I do. Maybe I just don't want people to know me for that. I don't want to confuse them. Like I studied this, I'm doing this. Next thing, I'm also that thing. Or it could be you're thinking, what I'm passionate about, I don't see myself making money out of it. I don't see how you could possibly make money because it's about helping out. It's about making a difference. And I feel like things like that are very, non-profit, and it won't be lucrative for me. It won't meet my personal goals if I do that. So if you're in a place where you are maybe in a profession or you are running a business and yet you still feel unfulfilled, you still feel there's something missing, like you're forcing yourself, like maybe you're doing the adulting thing. Maybe you're telling yourself, I gotta pay bills, right? My family needs this. So you're pep talking yourself every single day to go to work. Like you're trying to convince yourself every single day, this is the right thing to do. I need to do this. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to try to figure it out. You don't have to force yourself to do things simply because you need to make the money. Or maybe that's the respectable professions, lawyer, doctor, engineer. I don't know what else, people out there say right now. Maybe, a career in IT seems the respectable thing to do. Maybe a pharmacist. You don't have to do things simply because you're wondering, what would people say if I really pursued that which I feel is something for me to do? So I don't know what it is you're doing. And I don't know how you feel about it. If you're in a place where you feel like, I'm doing the adulting thing. I'm an adult. I'm doing the adulting thing. I'm showing up. I'm going to go to work every single day. I like it or not. I'm doing my business. I've already opened a business. Well, I've already gotten the degree. Well, I've already announced to everybody that this is my area. So whether I feel fulfilled or not, or maybe you've had so many years experience, your identity now is locked in with what you do. Like you feel like, unless I am associated with my profession, but unless I'm associated with the thing that I've been doing, then who am I? If I am not a nurse, let's say you've been a nurse for the past 30 years, then who am I? We often take our professions and we make that our identity. So introduction, like, hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm a management consultant. I'm not a management consultant. That's not my only identity, but sometimes people are so married to their identities that even if everything within them is screaming, no, I'm so tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. There are other things that I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about this. I just studied this because I was told to study this. I just studied this because this is the respectable professions according to our family, according to our culture. You're going to find clues when I run this program, and we're doing the first session on discovering your purpose. You will realize that your life has given you clues. The things that you love to do, the things that you find easy to do, the things that people must come to you about, the things that you find yourself getting lost in, whether you're going through the magazines or you're online, or when you listen to those conversations you cannot get off, you keep going at it. Those are clues as to how you are wired. You are wired, you're predisposed, you're predestined to lead your life in that direction. And when you get that clear, then you say, so what specific assignment? This is my purpose, to address these things in this area. So what specifically am I supposed to do? Then you go into your planning, right? And what values do I stand on? And what goals do I set for myself? All of this comes after. So I was saying that I got challenged when I heard from Andrew Womack that the first thing isn't vision. The first thing is relationship with God. Because we're here for a purpose and we have a God-sized hole within us that will not be filled with any form of activity. This is why when people live without pursuing purpose, when people are in jobs that are not pursuing purpose, when people are in business and they're not pursuing purpose, this is how people will become workaholics. Like they're numbing themselves. They're trying to just be so driven, like never have a moment of stillness to hear that still small voice say, this is not what you're meant to be doing. And I know you're afraid to consider anything else because you're used to doing this. I know you're afraid to consider anything else because you got bills to pay. I know you're afraid to consider anything else because what would people say if you suddenly pivoted? I know you're afraid to do anything else because this seems a respectable thing that you studied for. And this thing here, well, what good can come out of doing this? I know you're afraid, but you are frustrated right now. You become a workaholic right now. You're drinking yourself to sleep every night right now. You are, whatever it is that you're doing, you are addicted to eating. You are trying to numb that God-sized hole that says, I know exactly why I created you. I knew you before I put you in your mother's womb. I know exactly what it is you're here to do. You're a great person. You're meant to do great things. But it is in this area. And that area is not necessarily going to be new. You're not going to, this is the thing about God. He's so kind. He's not going to ask you to do something that is completely out of the blue, get you so uncomfortable and out of place. No, it's going to be something that you've always loved. It's going to be something you've always found easy to do, something you've always been drawn towards. You've always been inclined to move in those areas. That points to purpose. So today is the first of many sessions. We're going to go through Start Now with Purpose and a Master Plan. People ask me if this is on Amazon. It is on Amazon. All my books are on Amazon. I don't know how many books I have on Amazon. Maybe I have 10 books there. They're phenomenal books on personal development, on career, on business, on faith, on journeying, from really just starting out in your career to leaving an amazing legacy to the next generation or the next leaders. So this one though, this is the book that created the framework for the Masterplan class, where I said, I ran the Masterplan class for, was it 4 years? Or was it 2 years? I'm trying to remember. But 200 leaders graduated from the Masterplan class, and it's really helped them discover who they are, create a structure to then start their journey towards living a purpose-driven life rather than a fear-driven life, rather than a popularity-driven life, or my parents said so driven life. They're people, I'm in my 40s, there are people in their 40s, 50s, 60s that are still doing what other people would deem respectable, and they would not dare do what they're wired to do, because what would people say? Who cares what people would say? When you follow purpose, if you feel like I am dragging myself through my life, if you feel like I feel like something is missing, I'm doing this, but I keep on wanting to do something else, I keep on wanting to leave a legacy, I keep on wanting to have greater impact, I feel like there's something else, I feel like this is not enough. When you live life on purpose, when you're pursuing purpose, that is going to be your source of influence as a leader. That is going to be your source of impact, because what you do, purpose is lifelong. You're going to have different seasons of your life where you might have different assignments, but purpose is lifelong. That is where you're going to generate your income, not just for yourself and your children, not just for your children's children's children. That is going to be the space where you're going to leave generational wealth. You're going to make a difference in your community, in your nation, around the globe. So the Masterplan class is a structured program to find out why you're here, to know what values you're going to stand by, because you better choose in advance. You better choose your values in advance, or life will happen to you and have you compromise. The vision that you're working towards and what it'll look like when you've done it successfully, the difference it'll make in people's lives. The mission that you're going to embark on for now. Your mission is what you're doing for now. Missions change in seasons. What are the goals you're setting for yourself in the next 12? So we have a 12-month plan. What are the goals you set for yourself? What are the strategies you will put in place to implement those goals? What are the actions you're going to take? What are the daily activities? I wish I brought my planner. I'll bring that when I show up live next time. My planner helps you through daily activities, the things that you will do to help you meet your actions, to help you deliver on your strategies, to help you deliver on your goals, help you deliver on your mission, on your vision, and fulfill your purpose. So as I close, if you'd like to start now with Purpose and a Master Plan, and what I wrote at the back is like, basically, you are coaching yourself through discovering your purpose, through creating your vision and your mission, your value, your goals, your personal brand, and all of that. So if you'd like to, you can get this on Amazon. Start now with Purpose and a Master Plan. Just follow me, Modesta Mahiga, on Amazon, and so it'll show you all the books that I currently have and the books that I'm about to release. If you would like to go through the structured Masterplan class with me, DM me, just DM the word Masterplan Class, and I'll send you more information about the course and how you can join us. I'm giving you my email as well, just in case you need that. And I'm going to give you our website at www.modestamahiga.com. My email is connect@modestamahiga.com. That comes directly to me. And I'll see you again next week.